Nestled in the gentle hills of southern France, where the Orbe River whispers through wild forests and ancient rocks, lies a sanctuary of healing, heritage, and hot hospitality. Come with us to Avène. Today, we're taking you on a journey to the famed Avène Thermal Spa, located in the heart of Occitanie, in the Haute-Languedoc Regional Natural Park. This lush corner of France is where nature meets serenity, and healing runs through the very waters. The region is known for its tranquil beauty, with rolling vineyards, pine-scented forests, and the River Orbe, once believed by the ancients to have sacred qualities. It's said that the water here was a gift from the gods, and local legends tell of miraculous recoveries from illness and skin ailments dating back centuries. Welcome to Avène-les-Bains, a place where the land itself seems to whisper ancient truths. Tucked in the heart of southern France, this region isn't just known for its healing waters. It's a tapestry of spiritual legacy, vibrant ecosystems, and a climate designed for restoration. Long before thermal spas, druids and wise women once gathered near the Orbe River, believing its waters held divine healing powers. Legends speak of animals and even humans miraculously cured long before science ever caught up. You can feel it in the air here. It's as if the land remembers. Ecologically, Avène is nestled in a rare biodiversity hotspot. Here, Mediterranean warmth meets mountain freshness, creating a microclimate that nurtures everything from wild orchids and thyme to chestnut trees and umbrella pines. You'll spot butterflies, salamanders, and perhaps even a royal eagle soaring overhead. And the songbirds? They're the morning choir of this forested sanctuary. The climate itself is temperate and gentle, with over 300 days of sunshine a year. Yet, it's not too hot, thanks to the altitude and the surrounding Cevennes foothills. It's the kind of place that invites you to slow down, breathe deeply, and listen, not just to nature, but to your own inner voice. Whether you're here to heal, to rest, or simply remember who you are, Avène offers a climate, a landscape, and a spiritual resonance that supports every step of your journey. Avène's reputation began in the 18th century when a horse suffering from severe skin irritation bathed in the spring and was miraculously healed. This sparked interest across France, but it wasn't until 1975 that visionary pharmacist Pierre Fabre transformed this natural gift into a world-class thermal center dedicated to dermatology and wellness. Thanks to Pierre Fabre, the Avène brand has become synonymous with sensitive skin care, backed by science and the soothing power of nature. Let's talk about accommodations. Hôtel Les Bains d'Avène is more than a wellness retreat. It's a quiet masterpiece of architecture and elegance. The design blends traditional French stonework with clean contemporary lines, echoing the balance of heritage and healing found in its waters. Large windows invite natural light and frame views of pine-covered hills, while arched passageways, terraced gardens evoke a timeless Mediterranean grace. Every corner is curated for peace, comfort, and a sense of home in the heart of nature. What'd you do?
Oh, I guess with you, we are having so much fun and time flies that I thought it was a 14-year anniversary.
I see this card that says, congratulations on 14 years. I'm like, 14 years? We've been married 17 years. And Franck thought it was a mistake that the hotel made, but in fact, it was his mistake.
ADHD.
This wasn't just a getaway. It was our 17th wedding anniversary, and we didn't come to Avène just to relax. We came to reconnect. After years of building careers, raising a family, and navigating life's ups and downs, we needed a space where we could simply be us again. Here, in the stillness of these sacred waters, we found each other again, not just as husband and wife, but best friends and playmates. We laughed more, we dreamed more, we let go of the pressure, the expectations, and the wounds that we've carried from a lifetime of working so hard to make it. Avène gave us the freedom to imagine the next chapter with curiosity and lightness, to replace survival mode with celebration, to say yes to fun, the spontaneity, and the late night talks under the stars. We left with softened hearts, a clear vision, and a renewed sense of adventure for whatever comes next together. After a filling and delicious breakfast, we decided that we would leave the serene grounds of Hotel Les Bains d'Avène and walk a path to the village which winds gently through sun-dappled woods and fragrant hillsides. It's more than just a walk. It's a journey through a living, breathing apothecary. As you step onto the trail, you'll notice clusters of succulents thriving in the stone walls and dry soils. These resilient beauties, like house leeks and sedums, have been used for centuries in folk medicine for everything from burns to protection spells. In Occitan legend, planting them on your roof invites good luck and shields the home from lightning. You'll brush past wild thyme, lavender, and savory sun-loving herbs humming with bees. Gently pinch a sprig between your fingers and inhale. The oils not only calm the mind, but were once burned by ancient healers to purify the spirit. Edible flowers and nasturtiums and wild violets may peek through the underbrush, while chestnut trees and Aleppo pines stretch overhead, their leaves whispering through the breeze. Pine in many spiritual traditions is a symbol of resilience and renewal, and chestnuts, once a sacred food of mountain villagers, represents grounding and abundance. As the path begins to descend, the rooftops of Avène appear low. The view is breathtaking. Red-tiled homes, the gleam of the Orbe River, and beyond, the quiet strength of the Languedoc Hills. Finally, you arrive at the Artisan Market, a delightful reward for your journey. Here you'll find handmade soaps infused with local botanicals, honey-scented wild herbs, and lavender sachels that carry the memory of the trail. It's not just a hike, it's a reconnection with the earth, with tradition, and with a little bit of magic that only places like Avène still hold. One of the most rewarding parts of traveling through the Haute-Languedoc isn't just the landscapes, it's the people. The artisans here are keepers of tradition, blending old-world craftsmanship with imagination and soul. In the heart of Avène's village market, I found treasures that weren't just things, they were stories. A perfect handmade wicker basket woven with skill passed down through generations made the perfect gift. I discovered delicate ceramic buttons, each one a tiny work of art, and herbal teas blended with wild herbs harvested right from these hills. I even bought some seeds for my garden, wrapped in brown paper and local wisdom. One of my favorite finds was a beautifully stitched bag made from authentic Japanese fabric, created by a local artist who loves mixing cultures through textiles. And for my sitting room, a vase, hand-thrown and glazed in rich earth tones that now holds wildflowers from our morning walks. Supporting these artists means supporting history and passion and sustainability. It means honoring the hands that shape, sew, weave, and dream. But more than anything, it's the conversations, the laughs, the stories, the pride in their eyes that stay with me. Talking with them is like opening a book about the region's souls. Artisans make the world a beautiful, more thoughtful place, one piece at a time, and I'm endlessly grateful to meet them and all the creatures along the way. 15 years ago, I discovered Avène. Not the place, but the product. I was fascinated by the story. Healing waters flowing from the Cevennes mountains, soothing sensitive skin, and rooted in centuries of tradition. I remember thinking, one day I'll go there. Well, life happened. As time would have it, I found myself needing a little healing of my own, not just for my skin, but for my spirit. This past year was one of profound transformation. I sold my home, graduated from law school the year before, uprooted my family for an international move, and helped my kids navigate the emotional tide of switching schools and saying goodbye to the only life they'd known in San Diego. I left behind a community I loved and a country whose political climate left me emotionally exhausted. I didn't realize how much I needed to recalibrate until I arrived in Avène. The moment I breathed in the pine-scented air and dipped my hand in those legendary waters, something shifted. The stillness, the scenery, the elegance of the spa, and the kindness of the people wrapped around me like a warm embrace. It was the perfect place to rest, to reflect, and to begin again. Not as the woman who had to keep everything together, but as the woman who now has permission to soften. Avène didn't just tend to my skin. It helped me return to myself, and I'll carry that feeling forward wherever this new chapter leads. Inside the Avène Hydrotherapy Center, the treatments are not just luxurious, they're medical. People come here from all over the world to treat chronic skin conditions, stress, and like me, fatigue. From bespoke facials using Avène's own skincare line to medically supervised water treatments like filiform showers and compresses, every moment is tailored to restore the skin and the soul. The people truly elevated the experience. Every staff member exuded warmth and professionalism you'd expect from a multi-star resort. Without a hint of snobbery, they made me feel seen, cared for, and relaxed. So here we are in Avène, in this state-of-the-art, gorgeous, luxurious, elegant spa and hotel. And what you see here is a time capsule. This is the original spot, if you will, that was constructed for people who came here for spa therapies. They say on this very interesting plaque that this source of thermal water, Santo Diel, was found in 1736 and has since then gone through a period of evolution to become one of the most state-of-the-art healing centers in France, recognized by the French Sécurité Sociale to help people undergo cures for their skin and health conditions. So come along with me and take a look here. And this is one of these rudimentary systems, now at the time was probably state of the art, where people could sit here, whether in pools or in individual stations, and the water would flow in and they would come here and relax. And since time, they have come in and built hotels which have then been taken down and reconstructed to what you see here in this video as one of the most state-of-the-art healing centers in France. Not only is it scientific, but it is also deeply sacred and spiritual to the French people. It has mystical, spiritual vibes, nature vibes, and is a very sincere center for healing and well-being to the people in France. Franck, my husband, is a doer. A workaholic with severe ADHD, always chasing the next solution, the next success. But here in Avène, something shifted in him. Franck was moved, not just by the breathtaking natural beauty, but by the seamless teamwork of the staff and the soul of the Avène brand itself. This place doesn't just treat the skin. It reminds us that self-care is sacred, that healing is powerful. We often forget we're spirits living in these temporary earth suits, and it's our job to take care of them, not just for survival, but for joy. Here, I realized that life isn't only about achievement. Maybe, just maybe, we can reach our dreams through love, by loving ourselves, by loving each other, and doing it all with a touch of elegance, the Avène way. You are always welcome to Avène. Bring your jug and fill it up for free at the spa and get your own thermal healing water and experience the healing for yourself. Don't forget to say hi to all the wonderful staff. I'm Leslie Juvin-Acker. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Leslie in Castelnaudary.